Hello everyone, my name is Everlyne Achieng, a fifth-year medical student representing BSI Chapter Moi University. My other colleague is Bernard Achieng, a medical physicist who was of great importance and mentorship to my research. My topic is development of radiotherapy technology in Kenya. On background, with over 48 million people, Kenya is one of the most populated countries in East Africa. In most countries, the cancer figures are rising. According to the Ministry of Health, there are 40,000 new cases of cancer reported annually, and another 27,000 patients succumb to the disease each year. From 2011 to 2014, cancer deaths have been rising by 23%, up from 17% in 2010. According to the Regional Cancer Registry at Cambridge, about 80% of reported cases of cancer are diagnosed at an advanced stage, when very little can be achieved in terms of curative treatment. This is largely due to the low awareness of cancer signs and symptoms, inadequate screening services, inadequate diagnostic facilities, and poorly structured referral facilities. In Kenya, data by the International Atomic Energy Agency shows that patients travel as far as 600 kilometers to the city, Nairobi, in order to access radiotherapy services. On reaching there, they have to wait for months, causing delays in treatment and presentation at later stages. The country has few cancer specialists who are concentrated in the few health facilities in the capital city, Nairobi. This makes it difficult for a great majority of the population to access cancer treatment services, resulting in long waiting times, causing some previously curable tumors to progress to palliative stages. The reason for this is that cancer treatment infrastructure in Kenya is inadequate, and some cancer management options are not readily available, necessitating some privileged Kenyans to seek cancer treatment abroad. Over the past years, a majority of Kenyans have been dependent on the radiotherapy machine available at the Kenyatta National Hospital. And this hospital is the largest referral hospital, not only in Kenya, but also in East and Central Africa. Patients have to travel all the way from Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, and South Sudan to seek for radiotherapy. The hospital is located in Nairobi and has been unable to meet the country's growing cancer care needs. Patients will have to wait for up to 6 months in order to receive treatment. Each year, 10,000 Kenyans are treated overseas, mainly to India and South Africa, both of which have more advanced medical facilities. The patients will spend up about $108 million on treatment abroad. There are 6 radiotherapy centers in Kenya, namely Kenyatta National Hospital, Nairobi Hospital, Aga Khan Hospital, Mpisha Hospital, and Texas Cancer Hospital, and Kenyatta University Hospital, all located in the city, with an exception of Equira Health Kenya, which introduced the latest radiotherapy machine in Western Kenya. Radiotherapy is defined as the use of radiation to cure cancer cells. This treatment uses a high energy beam of radiations which are focused on the cancerous tissue. This kills the cancer cells or stops the cancer cells from multiplying. At least 50% of all cancer cases require radiotherapy. There are various types of radiotherapy used. 1. External beam radiation. 2. Brachytherapy. Radiation can be given together with other treatment modalities, chemotherapy and surgery, as an adjuvant, neoadjuvant, and concurrently. My research question was mainly, how has radiotherapy technology developed in Kenya? And my main objective was to assess the development of radiotherapy technology in Kenya. My methodology was a cross-sectional study which incorporated purposive sampling of 2 institutions offering radiotherapy in Kenya. One public institution, which is the Kenyatta National Hospital, and one private, Equira Health Kenya, which introduced the first ever radiotherapy machine in Western Kenya. Data collection was by interviewing of oncologists and radiotherapists. Data was analyzed during Microsoft Excel, and consent was sought from the hospital boards of the respective hospitals. On my results, Kenya has showed significant improvement and potential in provision of radiotherapy services to its citizens. In 2018, we now have 6 institutions offering radiotherapy services compared to only 1 in 2010. They are all functional, providing quality screening, diagnostic, and treatment of cancer including radiotherapy services. In 2010, only 10 to 20 patients would receive radiotherapy in a day, leading to about a maximum of 600 patients who would be attended to per month. However, in 2018, an average of about 45 to 60 patients can undergo radiotherapy per day, giving a maximum of about 1,800 patients who can be attended to per month. As we can see from my graph, I'm comparing one public institution at KNH located in the city and another private institution providing radiotherapy located in the western part of Kenya. As we can see, Kenyatta National Hospital can attend to about 600 patients per month, whereas Equira can attend to about 1,800 patients per month. And this is only to the western part of Kenya. This is a tremendous improvement from 600 patients who will be attended at KNH with long waiting periods and a lot of congestion of patients, and patients will have to move from the western part of Kenya or the eastern part of Kenya and move all the way to the city. They have to cater for the economic cost, they have to cater for all the other costs that entails provision of radiotherapy services. And now with the introduction of Equira, patients can receive radiotherapy services at the convenience of their homes with close proximity to where they live. The radiation cost ranges from about $5 to $70, which is available to a majority of Kenyans. Why? With the introduction of National Health Insurance Fund, with 48% of citizens enrolled there, they can be able to access both outpatient and inpatient health services. Until 2010, there was only one public radiotherapy facility using the old Co-60 that was at Kenyatta National Hospital. Currently, up to 4 private hospitals will use the Linear Accelerator, which produces both electrons and high beam of radiations to be able to cure the cancers. The latest radiotherapy machine was introduced at Equira Health Kenya, which was launched in 2017. This is the first ever set of radiotherapy machine outside Nairobi with a Linear Accelerator, short form of LINAC, and brachytherapy machines. The LINAC has a 120-leaf multi-leaf collimator. This means that when you have a tumor, this machine can focus on the tumor according to the shape and the depth and be able to focus high beam of electrons and radiations to that particular tumor. And a high-resolution electronic portal imager, which is capable of treating a variety of patients with a wide range of electrons in a 3D conformation beam radiation. The brachytherapy machine is a high-dose rate modality with a modern remote afterloader. All this shows that there's an improvement not only in the number of patients that can receive this radiotherapy, but also on the model of radiotherapy machines in Kenya. And we're very glad because for the first time ever in Western Kenya, which is a remote part of this country, there's the introduction of these radiotherapy machines. And most patients have benefited from this machine being close to their homes. On my graph, I'm comparing 2 years. 2010 is when Kenya introduced the first ever county governments in various counties in Kenya. And in 2017, we want to compare and see what are the results or what are the benefits. As we can see from my blue representing 2010, Kenyatta National Hospital was the only hospital at that time providing radiotherapy services to all the counties in Kenya. As we can see from my orange graph, in 2017 now, KNH only provides about 49% of counties. And Equira Health Kenya came up and boosted this and provides about 51% of counties, mostly at the western part of Kenya. In conclusion, the number of radiotherapy machines have increased from a single Co-60 Tele-therapy that was only available at the city Nairobi to a 10 Linear Accelerator in the last 7 years. And it's located in the western part of Kenya, outside the environs of Nairobi. In 2010, only about 10 to 20 patients would receive radiotherapy every day. However, with an improvement, in 2018, an average of about 45 to 60 patients can now undergo radiotherapy daily with close proximity to their homes without having to travel to the city or overseas and spend millions of money on this radiotherapy. Therefore, there is tremendous progress in radiotherapy technology in Kenya. My recommendation One, to the government, through the Ministry of Health, should establish well-equipped radiotherapy centers at each county hospital in Kenya. And two, each county government should strengthen the existing cancer care and research institutions in their country. Thank you very much. Questions?